Hey there, Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan. We're looking here at a BMW Z3. This one here is the Roadster version of the Z3. And it's a first generation. I think this is the first year actually. It comes with the 1.9 liter 4-cylinder engine. Condition of this one, pretty good. The body on it is a little bit weak, but the top, interior, and mechanically is all very strong. 84,000 kilometers on it. And we'll just take a look at the condition compared to the auction inspection sheet from which we bought it for. And then this one's heading over to Canada under the 15-year import rule. Okay, so coolant is a little bit low. Oil looks okay. Engine running condition is good. There's a little bit of vibration in it. It probably needs some spark plugs or other things like that. Just something to give it a little refresh. It looks like the vehicle hasn't driven very much in the last little while because the tires are 5 years old but still look like they have 100% of their tread, 90%, 100% of their tread or so. Okay, I'm just going to turn the engine off for the rest of the report here. So most likely this one spent all of its life in a garage or undercover, which is rare for Japan. Oftentimes people park in places like this actually. A lot of the neighborhoods have places that you can park in. If you live in a house, you probably have parking at your house, but not all of them do. But if you live in an apartment, a lot of the apartments fill up with their parking, and then you end up having to park in a community gravel parking lot, which is a little bit weird. At least for somebody from Canada who's not used to walking, 2 or 3 or 10 minutes to walk to their car. Okay, so it's a 1998 here, BMW Z3 Roadster. This is an option grade 3.5 with an interior grade C. I think they're being a little bit harsh. The interior I think should be a B on this one. Mileage is 84,600, which is very low for this year of car. We're almost at 25 years old here. This one's a right-hand drive with automatic transmission. You can get them right or left-hand drive here in Japan. Has AC and that does work. It's original black. Sales points here says half leather seats, toll collection box for Japanese highways, and comes with a spare key. This one also has lots of history from 2001, 2003, 2005, 2007, 2009, 2011, 2013, 2015, and then 2017 and 2019. So full set of history there. The report here says steering wheel peeling. It's actually not that bad. Seat wear. Wheels scraped. Again, not so bad. And they are the original wheels, which are kind of look like one of those circular telephone things. The scrapes on the wheels, you can see one of them there. There's about one about that size on every wheel. And I think a car like this looks gorgeous when you change it over to some more modern looking wheels, because the looks of it is still fairly modern as far as the looks of cars go. It was the beginning of the round BMWs once again. Okay, and this is various scratches, dents, and repairs. Now the body here, have a close look because there are a lot of little marks on it. It says scuff on the front bumper, windshield rock chip. There's a lot of damage on the left side sill, and then scuff on the back, and plenty of little dents in various places. You can see them by little dots on there. So I'll do a once around of the vehicle. Before I do that, I just want to show this because this is the biggest body damage on it. Underneath this sill, there are 2 pretty large dents from curbing it. One of them at the back here, and another one up here. Now you can't see them very well from outside of the car, so they're not going to annoy most people from up here, but you can't see either of them. And so, it is there though. Let's go once around, and I've seen tons of these. I mentioned in another video that I've probably exported about 100 of these cars. They're very common to send to Europe because it wasn't a popular model there. Well, at least not compared to the USA and Japan, I guess. So tons of them make their way over there. And a lot of them have pretty bad soft tops. The screen goes cloudy. As you can see, this one's good. The tops rip, and when they rip, they let water into the trunk, and then it causes water damage on the car. This is kind of a risky type of car for that reason. But we got lucky with this one that we didn't have to deal with anything like that. The water goes into the tool set in the back and then rusts all the tools, and so that's your immediate tell. You open up the trunk, open up the little flap, and you look at the tools in there. If there's any corrosion or any rust on them, that means that the rear screen has had issues at one point. Even if it is in good condition, probably stay away. Some of your computers and stuff are on the back there too. Okay, so we'll have a look at some of the defects in a second here. You notice the headlights of these early models are slightly different from the later model ones. Okay, now the front bumper here has a number of scratches and whatnot. Plenty of little scratches and little dents throughout the car. The underside has a scuff on it. You can see more scratches here. Mosquito, get off me. And then a scuff down here with some paint cracks, and has bottomed out here. And kind of crazy it's bottomed out here because it is pretty far off of the ground there. And it's a round front end, so if you hit things at an angle, like a 20 to 30 degree angle when you're going up a hill or something, you can really avoid a lot of that damage. Also has a dent right here. Going down the side, you can probably see a few dents as I do it like this. And I got another video pointing out the dents in particular, where they are. You might notice that these early models are narrower body than the later model ones. And then they changed over to only inline 6 cylinders eventually. One of the complaints about these were the slow engine in at the 1.9, but they were made in direct competition for the NA Miata, and they were faster than the Miata. And they use kind of a hybrid of parts between the E30 and E36. More E30 parts than E36s, I would say. And so in that respect, I think something like this is going to become more of a classic car as time goes by. And you can already see prices are on the increase. A scratch here. There is a dent, kind of a large dent here that I didn't point out in the side panel check, but I noticed afterwards. Okay. It's 205 wheels, front and rear, and they're a Dunlop Le Mans LM704. We'll go into the trunk here. Nice and clean. Pull this up. Good looking tools and battery in there. Front up screen is good. No pulled seams. You'll often find that this thread here will start to go bad. Okay. No extra wear on the top. There is a little bit of pilling, but oftentimes when the top gets bad, it'll start ripping at the ribs. And nothing like that here. Oh, here's another thing that's weird. On BMW, see this gasket underneath the door handle? It's very common for those to crack. And for, not on this one, on the next generation version, there's like a rubber piece that separates the plastic from the windshield, and those ones will crack a lot as well. Okay, to the interior. Now the only real problem with the interior are a few scratches, and a piece of the door card is coming off on the other side. Let me just show you here. This piece here is peeling up a bit. The seats, very common for these seats to peel, are in quite good condition. Just a little bit of the piping here that has deteriorated. Okay, there's a power seat. I've seen the power seats fail before. This one has not failed. Steering wheel, here's the wear that they're talking about, the peeling. And it's typical sun damage on the outside because the sun here in Japan is brutal. And that's the sound of sun damage. This is the, it looks like it's an M Sport steering wheel, which is kind of cool. It'll be an optional thing. 2 pedals on this one. You can get them with the 5-speed manual, and if you get them in the M Roadster, you get a 6-speed manual with the M engine in it, but those are brutally expensive now. There you can see the mileage. And I'll just do the engine start so you can hear. Okay, no problem. I think this is a full manual top, so you just pop these open and then you flip it back, which is better than the automatic one, or the button actuated one. There's no button here, you can see, because it's nothing that can break, and this is much faster to just flip it yourself. There's some peeling there, that's the scratches I was talking about. And over here, shifting is good, AC works. Stereo works, but you can't set the volume. This knob is broken, so it's on kind of too loud at the moment. Also a little bit of like a mounting mark there. Okay, the back section here has a wind deflector, which is kind of nice. Not all of them have that. Some more scratches up there. And then this, you can open this one here to put teeny things. Or you can open this one. Wow, that didn't open as nice as I thought it would. To put other teeny things. At least you have a trunk. And maybe about the same amount of storage in this than in a Miata. How much power out of the 1.9? Not much. Probably about 125 horsepower. Seems reasonable for something like this. But it's not all about the power. It's about having a good time with the top down and enjoying yourself while you're driving. And not a lot of gas will go into a car like this with a smaller engine. So, there it is. Of course, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much, and have a nice day.